What's up? I told you we were getting it in. 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 It's your girl DeLaurian, and I am back and better than ever with another MOGO Monday. I'm excited about this video, about this question. I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait to help. So let's go. Hi DeLaurian. Hey babe. First off, I'd like to begin by saying I love your videos. Thank you so much. I think they are entertaining, wisdom-filled jewels women need for daily life. Thank you so much. I'm writing you because I'm a 32-year-old college-educated professional from city and state, and I met a guy on Instagram who lives in Texas. He's 34, single with no kids, God-fearing, charming, educated, nice-looking guy who DM'd me in March. I don't know how he found me, and we've been in contact ever since. At first, it was text and calls all day, every day, and now it's like we barely communicate. We both have voiced that we'd like to meet and even discussed me relocating there. Crazy, right? I know this sounds like a catfish situation since we haven't met. However, we do FaceTime and send videos and photos. Nothing sexual. I feel like I'm falling for him deeply, and I want advice on how to proceed. Recently, I've been very ill and have had to be hospitalized numerous times, and I feel like he could have been a little more sympathetic and caring. I also think he should make strides to come visit me. I'm the woman. Pursue me. I really like him, and I know he likes me too, but I am starting to second guess whether or not I should go forward with this. Am I expecting a lot, especially considering we've never met? We've never met. Help! All right, my love. Now you know. Now you know I've got an opinion on this. So you are 32, college educated and professional. He is 34, single, no kids, God-fearing, charming, educated, nice guy, blah, 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 blah. So this sounds like a cool match on the surface. It sounds like two people who are attracted to each other, who have good conversation, and who see potential for more, right? That's great. And it felt good when you saw that fine man DM you. It felt good when you heard his voice on the phone. It felt better when he FaceTimed you. It felt good when he sent that video. It feels good when he texts you. It all feels good. It's comforting to meet someone that you're into. It feels good to work a long day and to come home and to get that text from the man that you're into. It feels good to have that conversation in the middle of the day. It feels good to talk to him late at night. It feels good to know you're on his mind. It feels good when you're getting to know that new good man, right? It feels good. But what stands the test of time is consistency. And that's something that I've learned that is very important when you're in the process of getting to know someone. Especially as the woman, it is your job, as well as the man, but it's our job to really listen to the words and watch the action. Listen to the words and watch the action. Listen to the words and watch the action. So yes, it's cool that you've had good conversation, that it's been fun, that the possibility of you relocating there in the future, if things were to progress to that place, that's all good and dandy. But are his actions confirming his words? Are his actions confirming his words? I don't care what the intention is. I don't care how good the conversation has been these few months. If the actions are not confirming the words, then he's got to be put on notice. So when you notice that the consistency is changing, when you notice the actions are not aligning with the words, when you notice that you've been sick and he hasn't really been reaching out, when you notice that he's not making the effort to come and see you, then he has to be put on notice. And you got to let him know. And it's not easy. Now, when I tell you guys these things, this is not me saying this to you because I think it's easy. No, this is me saying this to you that because it takes courage to stand up for yourself, especially when you're into someone, because you don't want to risk losing the person, or you don't want to risk them not talking to you again because you think you're expecting or requiring too much. Well, guess what? A real man that's into you will rise up to the occasion, whether it's now or later. But either way, you've got to let him know. Now, I don't know if you've had this communication with him. I don't know if you've told him your concerns. If you haven't, then you need to. And absolutely not, you are not expecting too much. So, yeah, no, tell him how you feel. Hey, babe, I've enjoyed these last few months of us conversing. I really enjoy talking to you. I love talking to you. I'm really feeling you. I'm into you. Don't be afraid to tell him how you feel, because as a woman, there's nothing wrong with being real and letting a man know how you feel, right? So I'm really into you. I really dig your conversation. I'm really looking forward to us meeting. But here's my question to you. Are you really interested in me? Let him tell you, yeah, of course, I want you to. Okay, well, it doesn't feel that way. For me, in order for this to move forward, I need to see consistency, and I'm not feeling that. And if you're interested in moving forward, which is what you said, then for me, it's important for us to talk consistently. It's important for us to see each other. So I would like for us to make this happen. I would like for you to come here. I would like for us to get together and see each other in person and, really discover what that vibe is like. Let them know how you feel. Be honest. No need to be dramatic or over the top. Tell them how you feel. And then you give it a little time and see what those actions do. It's that simple. You're not expecting too much. You're not requiring too much to want to meet the man in person. By all means, he's the one that said he wanted to see you. He's the one that told you all these things in the beginning. So if it's true, then sit back and watch. Give it a couple of weeks and see. Give it a little time and see if the communication changes and if it doesn't. Don't give it too long, because we're not in the business of waiting around on folks, especially this early in the game. I mean, this isn't your boyfriend. You're not in a relationship. There's no commitment here if I'm correct, right? Right. It doesn't say that you're in a relationship. You're two people who like each other and who have been talking casually. And there's been some talks of what could happen in the future. So he should still be consistent. And if the consistency isn't there, once you tell him how you feel, if things don't change, you go about your way. Okay? Go about your way. No reaching out. No, none of that. But if the consistency does change, and sometimes we need to communicate and let people know, just like a man, he would need to tell us as the woman, hey babe, I'm not feeling the attention. I'm not feeling the love. I'm feeling a disconnect here. What can I do? And then we say, you know what, babe, you're right. I'm sorry. I've been distracted or whatever. So you at least give a person the opportunity to correct it. Now, once you tell him how you feel and he corrects it, cool. We're all good here. But if you tell him how you feel and he doesn't correct it, you've got to go about your way, baby girl. And this is what I always say. He could be the one for you, but maybe he's not the one for you now. So it's not your job to wait around on him, especially when the investment hasn't been there yet. There's really been no investment here. So tell him how you feel. If he doesn't correct it, then the interest level isn't where it should be at this time. And that's just the honest to God's truth. I've been there. We've all dealt with a man who, he liked us enough to do whatever was convenient for him, but he didn't like us enough to step up to the plate. He didn't like us enough to come up out of his comfort zone or to really put the effort in. It's just something to pass the time. We've all been there. We've all been sold a story. So I'm not saying he's selling you a story, but you won't find out until you tell him how you feel and wait to see what his actions are. If the actions don't back him up, baby girl, you got to go about your way, because you are beautiful, you're amazing, you're educated, and you have the world at your shoulders, and you've recently endured an illness. I know what it's like, and I will share this with you in the future. I know what it's like to be sick, to be very sick, to be near death sick. And for the guy in your life to not be there, to not care enough to come. And so you guys are still very early on here. However, even the slightest concern, the slightest effort and outreach and letting you know he's concerned and wants to see you recover and showing you that comfort and that attention, that should still be there. So you're not asking too much to want that, especially if he's been expressing interest in you all this time. But you won't know the real until you let him know, until you talk to him, tell him how you feel, and then see where he comes up after that. Because we ain't got time to be waiting around on folks. He's a grown man. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's willing to work for and what he's not. If he's not willing to work for it or put the effort in, then go about your way, because you're beautiful. You have the world at your shoulders, the world at your feet. You can have whoever you want when the timing is right. And so tell him how you feel and let me know what happens. I love you guys so much. Remember, subscribe to me so I can pour life right back into you. I love you guys. Bye.
Life's like a movie, write your own ending. 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 Life's like a movie, life's like a movie, write your own ending.
Much Dream Life.